This video is for all my English fans or persecutors. I don't think I have any real fans. I don't know. I don't know if anyone really actually believes what I'm telling them here, even though it's so blatantly obvious. Well, okay. Here we go. Because, like, the essence of it is that when you obey Jesus Christ, He shows Himself to you. You get to see His face in every single thing, which is fully awesome. So, we're going to take a look at Google Earth, where I'm just going to draw over what I see everywhere, so you can kind of get an idea of where I'm coming from. With this little tool here, there's one eye, there's the other one. There must be mountains or something. So over his nose, his mouth, and his beard in these mountains here. I should probably take the borders off, but whatever. So I take the paint off. That should be fairly straightforward. Here's another example. Eye, nose, mouth, and his beard. I did a pretty shabby job of tracing over his beard, but let's take the paint off. There it is. There's his mouth, his nose, one eye, the other one. They're probably like massive mountains, but at this elevation they just look like little white dots. There we go. I could try to explain. Here's his eye, another eye, his nose, mouth, and his beard. It's not a hallucination. I come from BC. I know what a hallucination is. This is not a hallucination. You cannot show hallucinations to other people. You cannot trace over hallucinations. This is physically everywhere. But just like Jesus promised, there's his two eyes, there's his nose, here's his mouth, his beard. Just like Jesus promised, only those who obey him get to see him. Now, obedience to Jesus Christ is not on people's list of priorities nowadays. As you can see in the degradation of society, crime rates shooting up, morality goes down. It's just basically a big horror show from my perspective, because I've also been to hell. And hell is not a place that you want to go, trust me. If you want, I'll give you a detailed explanation of that. If you're looking at this video on YouTube, you can just search hell. Here's an eye. There's another eye. Here's his nose. Here's his mouth. And his beard. Yeah, just search YouTube for... On my channel, search hell under my username. And you should be able to see what hell is really like. Or see a description of what hell is really like. There's no way you can ever imagine how horrible it is. There's his mouth, his open mouth, his nose, an eye, and his beard. Alright, because it's everywhere, sometimes like eyes get shared. There's two eyes, there's his nose, there's his mouth. You can even see his lips in this one. Sometimes you can see up his nose. I don't really see any up the nose shots right now, but I just take the paint off. That should be real obvious. There's a big open mouth. There's his nose, his eye, and his big old beard. Here's another example. Here's must be a canyon or something, but it's God's nose. Oh, here you can see up his nose, nostrils, nose, eye. You can even see his eyebrows in this one. Eyebrows, and his beard is like that. Now, is that not like super duper obvious? There's his beard, right? There's the canyon where his mouth is. Here's his nostrils. Both nostrils. I didn't promise you a nostril shot. There's his eye and his other eye. But you get a nostril shot and you even get some eyebrows this time. 1, 2, 3. So you can go to Google Earth and put in these coordinates, same elevation and everything, and you'll get to see the same Google Earth picture. I gotta go. My baby girl's calling me, but I'll show you God's face one more time. Looks like he's sticking his tongue out right here. Looks like his tongue. You can see inside his mouth anyways. His mouth, his nose, eyes, and his beard is this like roughage down here. Alright, party on, dudes, but party with Jesus, because the gate to heaven on earth is very narrow. It's not difficult, but narrow, however.